Stephen Adams, have you talked to him?
I have talked to him.
This was the only time you talked to him was this morning?
Yes, Judge. I just got.
All right, pause right here. This is where things get spicy. The judge is already irritated because the defendant is accusing the court of violating due process without even understanding what due process actually means. That's never a good way to start a hearing.
The appointment last week.
I love it when people tell me that I strip them of their due process rights that you wrote in here, since I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about here. You've been appointed counsel, or you've had counsel now, Miss Minaldi. Before that was John West.
Yes, sir.
And if they fail, then that's their problem, that they have to answer to me and the Bar Association, and their license gets at risk. And but accusing me of stripping you of your due process rights, the most important thing was to have competent counsel. If they are both competent counsel, if they fail for whatever reason, you don't blame the judge. Okay? That's the way that should be. Ms. Minaldi had been appointed, who's a fine lawyer as well, but you're asking what?
He has indicated to me that he wishes to have his case set for trial and to have another attorney handle his trial.
I don't want an attorney. Excuse me. I don't want one.
You want to represent yourself?
Yes, sir.
This is a huge red flag moment. The defendant doesn't trust appointed counsel and wants to go solo. But here's the problem: representing yourself in a felony case is like doing surgery on yourself because you once watched YouTube.
I don't trust y'all to appoint me counsel. Like, my rights have been violated continually over and over again. Like, I wrote requests trying to remove John West from my, and I haven't seen anything against me, no evidence, no nothing. Like, I've just been sitting in this county jail for 2 years with medical issues and stuff.
How many times would you say Mr. West came to see you?
He came to see me one time at the jail. That's because my family made him come to see me. He never came to see me at all.
Hold on.
He brought no case file.
Wait, hold on. How long were you in jail now?
I had been in jail for about a year.
1 year?
When he came to see me for the first time. He came to see me up here, but he told me flat out he ain't here to talk to me about my case. Like, I haven't seen nothing against me at all. Like, I've been trying to come see you. I've been requesting hearings. My dad's called the court coordinator requesting hearings to get motions out filed ruled on. I've just been denied and I have the right to be present in the courtroom. When I guess part of due process, confirmation clause.
No, that's not what that says, sir. That's not what
I've
written a lot of articles on the Constitution, and it's not a debate on the Constitution right now.
John West did inform me that he became aware of a conflict because he represented a co-defendant in the case, so that also might be a reason as to why.
When was John West appointed, though?
He was appointed to me in June of 2023.
We're going on 2 years. And he's only talked to you one time?
One time.
Did you catch that? 2 years in jail and only O&E attorney visit. If that's accurate, this stops being courtroom drama and starts looking like a serious Sixth Amendment issue. Effective assistance of counsel is not optional.
Did you get appointed?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, she's been on the
Well,
case less than a month.
okay, yeah, well, the thing, what is bothering me is why I wasn't told that he had only been, he had only, for 2 years, he's only seen him one time?
There was an issue with co-defendants that John had.
Well, I did, but
I'm not sure how.
that doesn't stop somebody from representing. I mean, if they don't see him, they're not representing.
Well, if it's a co-defendant judge, he can't legally talk to
I
him.
told him.
Yeah, but somebody can walk up to me and tell me about it. I mean, if that's a problem with that, y'all, but I mean, he's only been seen one time in 2 years by law.
The judge is doing mental gymnastics here, trying to figure out how this slipped through the cracks. Co-defendant conflicts, venue changes, attorney switches. This case is a procedural mess, and even the court sounds concerned.
I was no evidence against me. All I see is my indictments.
Nobody's,
Judge, at a certain point, I don't mean to interrupt, at a certain point, he
I
had
don't-
Mr. Lewis as his attorney as well.
huh?
He had Marvin Lewis as his attorney.
Did you ever see Marvin Lewis?
No, sir. I've never signed for any of these.
He's never,
people.
that doesn't mean whether you, but if you're unable to hire somebody,
Yes, sir.
we don't wait for you to sign. We get you lawyers so that they can talk to you, and they're supposed to communicate.
And none of
If they're
us
not,
can talk to me. Sorry to interrupt.
we can't
I
talk.
apologize. My fault.
Yeah, that's okay. But it needs to get to me. Nothing's getting to me and been presented to me. But so Marvin Lewis was representing you and he never called?
No, sir.
That doesn't happen on my watch normally.
Yes, sir.
So
I've been trying to address the issue just because like this case, it's all matters to me. Like trying to prove my innocence and trying to fight my case. Like
Judge, it looks like Mr. Lewis had his case when he was set in the 252nd. Somehow the case ended up over here. I'm not quite sure why it was sent to us.
were you in the 252nd at the
originally-
beginning?
no, sir, I've been with you this whole time.
No, I don't think so. I think for some reason it started off in the 252nd, which is probably where a problem began that never got unfixed.
There's 4 co-defendants. We had 3 of them over here, I think. They probably moved it over to be with the others. Not sure. I have all 4. Let out 2 of
How
them.
long have you been representing?
2 weeks, Judge.
She's good about getting to people.
I do appreciate talking to me a minute ago and everything.
And I did advise him that.
You want a trial, right?
Yes, sir, I do.
She's able to represent you, but it'd probably go to trial if you requested me to appoint somebody off the trial docket wheel. They're all competent lawyers. She would take probably a longer time because she's one of the defenders and they have a ton of cases that are all lined up for trial.
I just don't want to have to go through what I went through with West. Like I just really go by myself on this.
Here's what you're gonna have to do is fill out today, right here before you leave, an indigent form. If I declare you indigent, which I'm sure I will, then I'm going to appoint a lawyer immediately to represent you for trial. And we will put it on the trial docket right now. Do you understand? I'll fill that out. Okay. And that's what you want, the trial.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
Sir, I don't want an attorney though. Like, I don't want any attorney, anybody. I just don't trust any appointed counsel. I
Okay.
appreciate
Let me-
y'all's
yeah,
concern and
okay.
everything.
Let me ask you, have you ever represented yourself in trial?
Sir, I haven't, but I think I got a better chance being alone than with these lawyers because I've just been done so wrong this last 2 years. And I appreciate y'all's concern. I really do. I'm not trying to be any type of way. I just
Yeah.
I'd rather take the chances by myself.
Yeah.
I got.
Do you know how wrong that decision is? It's a wrong, I mean, I've only
This right here is the line every law student knows: a person who represents himself as a fool for a client. It sounds harsh, but legally, it's painfully accurate. The judge is trying to save this man from himself.
practiced law for 45 years, since 1979.
Sir, I appreciate y'all.
Hold on, you speak over me and that's not
I
right.
apologize.
Okay, let me just explain to you. I've done this for 45 years. And it's true. Someone who represents themselves has a fool for a client. That's that was an adage that came up way before I was born, because it doesn't change. People who are trained in the practice of law are more confident. You are not aware of the rules of evidence, and you're going to be held to them. And if you don't follow the rules of evidence, then you are punished in the trial. When I say punished, you're trying to get things done. And if the court says that's not the way it's done, I'm not allowing it, then you lose opportunities to prevail in the trial. You don't need that. You lose battles. Like a war. And you've got the Code of Criminal Procedure, the Penal Code. You're charged with penal code violations. People went to law school for that. Now, some lawyers, unfortunately, it's like in every profession. Some people, and some give everybody else a bad name, but by and large, the people who practice in this court do a fine job. That sounds like it is an aberration, what has happened. There's no way that you shouldn't have been discussed this and gone over with this. That doesn't mean that the Bar Association has failed you. Those have. And that's just the way it is. You just don't say, I'm sick, I had a bad doctor, I'm not going to go get fixed, but I have a disease that if I don't get help, I'll die. I'm just going to die. That doesn't make any sense. What I'm going to do is send somebody over to you, you decide after you talk to them first, okay?
Yes, sir.
Because truly, it's something should have been told to me that they never came to talk to you. And here's what we're going to do is I'm going to have a hearing with those
Yes, sir.
and find out why that happened. And I'm going to ask you to be present
Okay. Yes, sir.
because these are people who work on my behalf when I appoint them. And if they're failing, then they're going to be answerable to this court and the Bar Association, as well as to you.
I did file a grievance with the bar, but I haven't been able to obtain any evidence for myself or anything.
That's incredible. I don't understand that. That nobody, you have not discussed evidence against you with anyone in 2 years.
Final takeaway, this judge isn't ignoring the defendant's complaints, he's doing the opposite. He's ordering discovery, launching a hearing into attorney failures, and putting the system on record. Question for you, does this look like justice finally working, or damage control after years of mistakes?
That's preposterous. That shouldn't have happened.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm going to have a hearing on that here, but fill that out and I will, I'm going to, in fact, I'm going to let her work with you on this today on anything you need answered and help him out on just some of the basic discovery if you have it from the, who's the prosecutor on this, please?
I am.
Can you provide some discovery to the attorney to get to the defendant?
Yes,
here
sir.
That apparently,
Several lawyers, but I'll do it again. Yes, sir.
okay, he says he's provided it to them. Why they didn't get to you and discuss with you is crazy.
Yes, sir.
All right, well,
Appreciate it.
fill out that, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
Help him out today.